Even with so many powerful women in business today, there's still a misconception that we can only be successful if we do it the way men have traditionally done business. But there are reasons why women specifically are great at growing a company. And in this video, I'll cover 5 ways that tapping into your feminine strengths can be your greatest asset for success. At the end, I'll tell you the one realization that changed everything for my career. One of the secret powers that women have is being great problem solvers. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's all I do all day long, right? Whether it's in my personal life or my professional life. We're just great at solving problems. And it's not that men aren't great at solving problems, they are as well. But women, we thrive on that. It's like, got a problem? Let me solve it. Got a problem? Let me solve it. And I think part of it is because we have so many buckets in our head all the time, right? We have, especially if you have children, it's like we're juggling children, we're juggling home life, then we're juggling our business, and then there's school, and then there's this, and then there's so many things at the same time. I'll give you an example. I've been traveling this week, and as I'm traveling, constant contact with my husband and our son. And, part of my brain is focused on the business and growing the business and our clients. And the other part of my brain is what does my son have going on at school this week? What are all the activities he's in? Oh, it's book character day at school. Who's he going to be? Which character is he going to be, right? I'm simultaneously thinking about all these things and trying to figure out how to solve these problems and solve these problems over here. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have so many things to think about. I'd be super bored. And so really remember that being a great problem solver is such a superpower in business. And stick around because I solved a big problem that changed everything, and I'll tell you about it at the end. But first, let's talk about the second way to tap into your feminine strengths. Women by nature are nurturing, right? Often we're socialized to be nurturing, but it's kind of innate in us. We're innate. It's innate to nurture. It's innate to want to nurture children, not necessarily your own children. Before we had our child, I was great at nurturing our nieces and nephews. I loved doing that. I've always had a lot of pets. I love nurturing them. And so if that's you, right, if you as a woman love to nurture people, you love to nurture your pets, maybe you love to nurture your garden, whatever it is, know that that's a superpower, especially when it comes to nurturing client relationships. Here's the thing, being a nurturer has served me so well in the world of sales, and then eventually when I had my own business. Having my own business, and for me now to be able to nurture our clients, it's so gratifying, right? So as a business owner, I want our clients to feel cared for. I want our clients to feel loved. That means we remember their birthday. That means we send things at holidays. That means we send handwritten notes. That means we send emails. That means we send texts, right? It's whatever we want to do, or however we want to stay connected to our clients, we do it. And we're always coming up with creative ways to do that. When I heard one particular position in the company, that was my number one question, is how do you feel about gifts? How do you feel about nurturing people? It turns out gifts were her love language as well. They're also my love language. And so I hire people who also want to nurture our clients and know the power of that. So that's really, really a secret superpower for women. Let me know in the comments below how being a woman has served you well in your business, because I'd love to hear it. Another secret power that women have, and I kind of touched on this, is the ability to juggle a lot of things at the same time and to juggle a lot of thoughts in our head. I was demonstrating this before, so I was thinking what's my son got going on this week at school? And over here, what's going on with this client and this client and this client, and what's going on with my team member? Sometimes I feel like I can simultaneously think about 5 things at the same time. Now, people would argue with me that that's not possible. We could probably only hold one thought at a time, but it can feel like that. And I love it. I thrive on the juggle. I thrive on that because otherwise I get super bored, right? My brain gets bored. I get bored. I like to have all of these things. And most of all within that, it all connects back to the company, right? It's like when you can juggle a lot of thoughts in your head at the same time and just juggle a lot of things in general, that makes you a great business leader because you are still juggling things. Even when you have a full team, right? You're thinking about the growth of the company. You're thinking about your team. You're still thinking about the clients, the customers, how are they doing? So being able to do that is a secret hidden power for women for sure. The other secret power that we have as women is managing high levels of fear and pain. I think, women historically have done this, but not openly, right? Anyone, if you've had a child, if you've gone through any of those things, right? The level of pain, the level of fear that can invoke. And I think as women, we just are really good at managing that. Well, when you start a business, there's going to be fear. There's going to be pain. But when you already have the skill set to know how to manage it, right? How to hold that, In other words, how to hold fear, how to hold pain, knowing that it's there, but continue to move forward, continue to see what's next. That is a secret superpower that women have in business. And it's important to know that you can do that and to leverage that, because I think women can simultaneously hold fear, hold pain, also have faith, also have a vision, and know where they're going. So remember, again, if you felt any of those things, that is a superpower for you. And since you're still watching, please remember to subscribe below so you get more of these videos. And finally, another super secret power that women in business have is that when women believe in something, you know this, you will go to the ends of the earth to grow it, to support it, to move it forward. When you believe in your heart of hearts that something like what you're creating can change the world or can impact people, you won't stop. I think about this often. I think about in our business, right? We help women business owners mostly, and we also help some very humble men, humble, confident men who come into our world. And we hold this vision for them of 2xing or 10xing their revenue and working less until that vision comes to fruition for them. And the reason we hold that is because we know that when they hit $500,000 or $1 million or multi-millions, we know what that impact is going to be, because we attract clients like you who want to give back, who want to make a difference in the world, who want to have a great impact on their clients as well, who want to have an impact on their family or their community. So we understand the domino effect of that. And so that is like what drives me. And I know that's what drives you as well. It's like your why. You're committed to making that impact. You're committed to your vision and your mission. And, in whatever way you're making the world a better place. As I mentioned before, I'm going to share a story with you that really changed everything for me in terms of how I see my business and how we talk to our clients about their businesses. And this was a gift from a woman business coach who was ahead of me in business, who I had the pleasure of working with for the last couple of years. And one of the things she said to me was, Ursula, always remember that your business is a separate entity from you. It's separate from you. And I think in growing my business, when you grow a business, it feels like it's so much a part of you. And so it's easy to take things personally. It's easy to feel like it's you, or it's all on you. And when she said that to me, she's like, Ursula, your business is its own entity. It's its own energy. It wants to grow without you. And your job is to set it up so it can do that. Your job is to have the right team. Your job is to have the right systems, processes, the right packages, the right sales and marketing. That's your job, is to make sure it has all of those pieces so that it can grow. But to also remember, it's separate from you. And that's such a secret power. Like when you understand that your business is separate from you, it's so much easier to grow, because then you can ask yourself this question, right? Like if an opportunity is presented for you, for your company, or for you personally, you can ask yourself, is this in the best interest of the company? What's in the best interest of my company right now? Or even, how is my company asking to grow in this moment? When you ask that question, you'll be surprised at the answers that come through. So today we talked about the secret power of women in business. And remember that you are a great problem solver. Women are great problem solvers. You're also nurturing by nature, which makes you really good at nurturing client relationships and relationships outside of your business. As women, we also can juggle a lot of thoughts in our head at the same time, which is a superpower that's critical to business. Women are also amazing at managing high levels of fear and pain, which does translate well to a business when you're growing it, because it can bring up a lot of fear. It can feel very painful, but women know how to keep the faith and push through no matter what. And finally, when women believe in something, they go to the ends of the earth to grow it. Up next, productivity secrets to achieve more in less time. And remember, your 2X is waiting for you too.